Hello and welcome back to another edition of the SU Riverhawk Spotlight. I'm your host, Josh Klein. Today, I have the pleasure of being joined by Erin Reese and Ciaran Fisher from the Susquehanna cross country team. Thanks for coming on with us, guys.
Thanks, Josh.
Absolutely. So what were some of the goals that you guys had coming into the season for the men's and women's teams and individually?
Well, for the women's team overall, coming in, we placed second at Landmark Conference Champs last year, so our goal was to get second or first, but we kind of had to adjust because we had 0 new freshmen coming in. So we've been adjusting, but our goal still is to get second or first in the Landmark. And then individually for me, my goal is to win Landmark championships and then make nationals.
Wow.
Our team, last year we finished 6th at the Landmark meet, and during the preseason polls we were picked 4th. So as a team goal, I would like our team to get 4th, if not higher. And for me individually, at the Landmark week, I like to place in top 5.
That's both of you guys have some really great goals. The team has a new head coach. Can you guys talk about the transition and some of your early impressions?
So it was like a lot to kind of get used to because we were so used to Marty as our coach. But I think we all adjusted really well to the new coaching, and we're kind of getting into the hang of it now. And like, I'm pretty sure we all really like him and are enjoying the new coaching staff. And it's showing too in our times and everything. And overall, everyone's performances that we're all adjusting well.
And the women's team has had a really strong influence from its upperclassmen, one of which you are obviously. What has your role been?
My role has kind of been just like pushing the girls to stay motivated and like just getting after every race and having our eyes set on what we can do at regionals and what we can do at landmarks.
And Ciaran, the men's team has had great contributions from some of its underclassmen. What's really been a big key for the team to gel as a whole?
I think the one big thing is everyone running as a group. And during easy runs, during our workouts, I think it really shows it on our races that we've been going to lately. So, yeah.
You've been named 4 times as the season Landmark Athlete of the Week. Was that something that you anticipated coming into the year?
I didn't really know what to expect for this year coming. Like, I worked hard during the summer and I came off of a strong outdoor track season, so I kind of just came open-minded and with the goal of to push it every race. And so that just happened to be like the results, which I'm like happy about because it's shown that like my training is paying off.
And you talked about what you kind of do in the off season. What's something that you do to prepare for your cross country season, and how does that kind of differentiate from what you do preparing for the indoor and then outdoor seasons?
For cross country preparing, it's more of just getting that base of a lot of mileage. So like during the season, I'm not getting injured because I don't have that like base. And then in indoor and outdoor, it's more of just working off of like the mileage I have from cross in summer, and then trying to get more of the speed work in and just running on like the track surface.
And as a senior, Ciaran, at Susquehanna, what do you consider to be one of your best accomplishments for at least over your career?
Definitely in track and field, being able to go under the 2-minute barrier in the 800, which is a very tough goal for a lot of people who run the 800. And then being able to go under 405 in the 1500, which definitely makes me a lot more motivated to now hopefully go 155 and under 4 minutes for 1500.
What's something that you do, and I asked Erin the same question, what's something that you do in the off season to prepare yourself?
Definitely the same thing like she does, just building that base, getting the lifts in during the summer also, and then coming into the cross-country season, continuing building off that base, and then acquiring more speed work.
And obviously, cross-country season is very, very different, as we talked about. What are some of the things that you enjoy about the cross-country season?
I actually enjoy about cross country is it's like a smallest atmosphere and we can all get like a lot closer, and it seems just more like tight knit, and cross country is like a great time for that, and like kind of getting closer to the girls on the team because you are like with the smaller team versus track when there's like 60 plus people.
And I'll pose this question to either of you guys as well. Do you have a favorite event, and why is it your favorite event?
As crazy as this sounds, the 10K is my favorite event. I like it just because it's like pushes me and it's like not as bad as it is, because once you get set in that pace, it's just kind of like you stay there, and then like after you finish, you like feel so good.
You have a favorite event?
Definitely not the 10K, but definitely the 800 is my favorite event.
I don't think
I just like that control sprint.
I think you couldn't have two very different answers.
Yeah, you cannot.
You would not put me in a 10K. No.
You would not put me in
My
an
DNF.
What will be some of the keys for the team to continue the success into the indoor and outdoor seasons?
I think just everyone just like working together, and then listening to what the coaches have to say, and then listening to the captains. And I think if we continue that and everyone continues to listen to their body and work hard, I think the success from cross country is going to carry into indoor and outdoor track.
The next thing we'll get into is how do both of you guys get into running, and how do you stay focused on hitting your times?
Well, for me, I never did cross country in high school because I always played soccer. And I started to like track a lot and running, so I was like, why not try it in college? So for me, definitely for cross country, I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be like a breeze, and then I realized how much hills actually are horrible. And so like for me, it's like when I start a race, I just kind of have to get like focused in and try to block the pain and just think, okay, I can finish, I can beat the girl in front of me. So I think definitely for me, it's just staying focused and not giving up, because like on courses, when you're like halfway through and your legs start to burn and you see a giant hill in front of you, you just want to stop, but you just have to know how to push through.
I got into running because I decided to try hard in the gym class mile. And then a bunch of people told me to go out for cross country, and I did. And before, when I joined, I thought it was like, oh, this is the worst decision ever, but then it turned out to be one of my greatest decisions. Only the sole fact because of how successful I've been now as a runner. And for me to stay focused on my time, I don't really focus on splits and all that. I just focus on the person ahead of me.
What is a quote or an idea that you guys either think about when you're running, or what's something that you guys do to kind of, I guess, push yourself, because you both have been very successful, to push yourself to the next level?
A lot of times I like to think of the quote like, pain is temporary and victory is forever, because nothing's worse than giving up in a race because you're feeling the pain and then finishing and being like, I should have like did a lot better, I should have got that girl, but I gave up. Rather, if you just push through the pain and finish and beat that girl and get like the place you want to get, then like in the end you're gonna be happy and you're gonna see the results in the end, whereas no one's gonna know like what you did like during the race or how you felt.
I definitely do not have a quote, but the mindset that I come in is that everyone in the same race is suffering just as much as I am, so why not just get after it?
And those are, again, as we've talked about, very different ways of looking about running, but you both have been able to do very well at what you guys do. That's all the time that we have. I wish both of you guys the best of luck in your next upcoming meets. I'm your host, Josh Klein. I'd like to thank Erin Reese and Ciaran Fisher from the cross country teams here at Susquehanna. I'm your host. We hope to catch you next time.